Okay, now your North Carolina House District 6 is part of Beaufort. It's all of Washington, all of Hyde, and all of Dare. We have two of the candidates running for that seat here tonight. And so we'll start with Jeremy Adams.
Thank you, Buzz. My name is Jeremy Adams. I live in Nags Head. I'm a 16-year veteran of the Army. 2 years ago, I returned from Baghdad, where I went on over 260 combat missions. Part of the reason I got involved in running for politics was because of that experience over there. I want to make sure that we're doing the right thing in America so that we help lead the world in freedom and liberty. I am an Eagle Scout. I am a single father of an 11-year-old child, Noah. I am still in the Army National Guard. I serve up there in Alpha Company 252 in Williamston, so right up the road. I'm a Christian. I believe in the admonition of Christ to love one another, and that we should treat everybody according to the golden rule. I am a conservative constitutionalist. I believe that the constitutions are the rule of law that we make as individuals who have all the rights, the contract that we make with the government. So each government needs to stick to their particular contract. The federal government, this Constitution, and the state government, this Constitution. Outside of those two constitutions, they're not in there, it's not their job. So ultimately I'd like to see those constitutions be obeyed and in essence save the constitutions, because they have not been so far. I studied economics at the United States Military Academy, and I studied film production at Regent University in Virginia Beach. I am an Austrian economist, and no, that does not mean I'm from Austria. Austrian economics is the ideological opposite of Keynesian economics, which is tax and spend and borrow, and Austrian is save and invest, and anti-inflation with sound money. So I would like to protect American sovereignty, and that's one of my big issues, is to protect the individual sovereignty from each level of government. So thank you very much.
6th District from the North Carolina House of Representatives. And so we'll hear now from Jeremy Adams.
The main issue, the very first issue I'd like to address is two words: interposition and nullification. You don't know what those words are. Nullification means that because the government, federal government, violates its contract that we made, the Constitution, that we as a state actually have the right to nullify any actions that come to us. One of the biggest issues is that they're taking our money, in the taxes, and then giving it back in the form of grants. But unfortunately, those grants have rules attached to them. They basically decide how we can spend our own money. And North Carolina should decide how it spends its money, not the federal government. The federal government's job is in the Constitution. They get to decide what's in here. We decide everything else. So there's no reason that we should be paying all these income taxes, these other federal taxes, and then have the federal government decide what we're going to do. So that interposition is when we get up with other states, we make a coalition and say, hey, the federal government, we're not allowed to do that. Next would be education. One of our biggest issues is that people are getting out of high school and not being able to get a job because they don't have any skills. And in our high schools now, there's only basically one track. We should probably have 3 tracks. We should have a pre-college track, we should have a pre-business track, and then we should have a technical skills track. And people know where they're going to go. They have a pretty good idea. And those that don't, it's okay. They can switch around. That's fine. But those folks that are going through high school and getting ready for college have no idea what skills they are. We have community colleges that are teaching 9th and 8th grade skills because they're not being taught those skills in 8th and 9th grade, and they really need to be. All right. So and then the biggest, taxes and spending. We have got to reduce both. As an Austrian economist, the main point is that whenever government takes $1 from you, we lose $1 of production. That means $1 that you're not buying goods and not producing goods, and someone else not producing goods. Well, when government takes that dollar, sometimes some of that money comes back in production. But most of it is wasted in bureaucracy. All right, so for every dollar that the government takes, we may only get 80, 85 cents that's wasted, and we only maybe get 15 cents that actually comes back in production. So the government is a poor manager of our money. We need to keep the money ourselves. We know how to spend it best. Austrian economics is that we have divided knowledge. Each one of you knows best what you want to spend your money on, what you need for your life. And so we need to, at each level, take that money back, take it back from the federal government, take it back from the state government. If local government needs to be in charge of education, the state, a little bit, federal government, none at all. Thank you very much. Jeremy Adams.